Stop, it's a trap. Seriously, okay, one thing my father-in-law taught me was that common sense is not that common. What do I mean when I'm talking about that's in reference to foods or foods that are trap foods? It means that a lot of times you can have a little bit of sense and know that a food is unhealthy, but it's so easy to just overdo it simply because they are trap foods. This is not necessarily your fault. These are foods that are created to be trap foods, but they're trap foods in the sense that they really pack on the pounds really, really quick. Quick note, please make sure you hit that red subscribe button and that little bell icon to turn on notifications. I'm going to dive right into this one to have some fun. We can just save some time. The first one, believe it or not, it is sushi. I don't care whether you're keto or not. This video is not all about keto, this, that. It's about trap foods, okay? Sushi is a trap food simply because the rice is different. The rice is compressed, so it's physically compressed, so the carb density is significantly more. Plus, sushi rice has sugar added to it. So when you're looking at just a basic California roll, you're looking at upwards of 60 grams of carbohydrates in one roll. Who eats just one roll? Okay, to be completely honest, I don't. Okay, now when it comes down to things like the dragon roll or rolls that have other fats added to them, you're looking at 400 to 500 calories in a roll. Okay, so I'm gonna make this really quick. One of the things that you can do to make life a little bit easier is start out with the miso soup. It sounds simple, it sounds practical because it is. The soup's gonna fill you up. I know that it has some fermented soy in it. I understand that's estrogenic, but the nice thing is estrogen does have a powerful effect at satiating you, so at least you're gonna do less damage. I don't know, you just gotta weigh it out, right? Okay, now let's move into the next one, nuts. Nuts are a trap food. I like nuts as much as the next guy when it comes down to ketogenic foods and everything like that, right? Okay, but all of those things are going to add up significantly in calories. So first of all, let me give you some tips and then let me put some stuff in context. Always try to go for raw nuts whenever you can. Simply because the roasted ones are easier to eat in abundance. They taste better, they're saltier, and they're a little bit smaller, so you have caloric density that's a little bit more extreme. Buy the little ones that have single servings in them. You will really see quickly how many nuts are in 100 calories when you get those little single serving things. Then also enjoy things like pistachios. I know they're higher carbohydrate if you're keto, but you have a barrier to entry. I always tell people if you have a problem with like munching on almonds and nuts, switch over to pistachios because you have to actually take 5 seconds to get that stupid little shell off, okay? So here's some context. 200 calories of nuts. Here's what it looks like. 10 macadamia nuts, 20 pecans, 9 Brazil nuts, 15 walnuts, 13 hazelnuts, 28 almonds, 60 pistachios. Okay, so when you look at 200 calories worth, it's really easy to add up, especially those Brazil nuts. 9 of them and you got 200 calories? Come on. So when it comes down to eating nuts, just keep a good head on your shoulders and check out Thrive Market down below in the description. I posted a link so you can check them out. They're an online membership-based grocery store. But I've been able to assemble different kinds of nuts that I like, different things for keto, different things for fasting, so you can check them out. And all the products that they have when it comes down to like macadamia nuts and stuff like that are the good, clean, high quality ones. So check them out down below in the description. Again, online grocery store, so everything just like goes to your doorstep. It's a lot cheaper, a lot easier, and it just gives you access to some really cool stuff. So check them out after you watch this video. All right, now we have to move on over to diet sodas. What the heck? Okay, I thought diet sodas were okay. They are, but you have to be cognizant of one particular ingredient, acesulfame potassium. When you look on a label, it's gonna say acesulfame K. Now, what acesulfame K is just another sweetener, but it does something called a cephalic insulin response, or cephalic insulin response potato. Basically what that does is it triggers an insulin spike by way of how the sweetness hits your tongue. So when you consume fats or anything like that along with it, those fats go into storage a lot easier. So you're drinking diet sodas, you're like, why am I gaining so much weight? Anyhow, that's a simple one. The next one is really simple. Restaurant salad dressings. Restaurant salad dressings are a total trap. Always get it on the side, okay? Because they will end up just dousing your salad in it because when they toss it, they realize, oh shoot, we need more, and people like salad dressing, so they always add more. Get your dressing on the side, even if you're going to put the whole thing in. You're going to get less and you're going to at least have a finite amount that is measurable. The salad dressings that are at restaurants are always low quality vegetable oils and they almost invariably have sugar added to them. So you have a terrible high carb, high fat mix that's just going to be terrible for your waistline. The next trap food is going to be coffee drinks with almond milk. Yeah, I know. You go to Pete's coffee shop, you go to Starbucks, whatever, I'm gonna get an almond milk latte because I wanna keep my carbs low and I don't want the dairy. Well, good on you, that's awesome, and I commend you for that. However, just because you buy unsweetened almond milk and have it in your fridge Doesn't mean that the almond milk they're using is unsweetened. I went to a coffee shop recently when I was in Boulder, Colorado last week, and I ordered an almond milk latte, and I forgot to ask to see the box. Well, I take a couple sips and I'm like, this is really good. Like, this is too good. Well, guess what? I was kicked out of ketosis, and lo and behold, yes, they were probably using a barista blend that had a bunch of carbs in it. So you just have to be careful. Ask them to see the box. They will hate you. They will look at you funny. They will tell you they can't do it, but they can. The next one is an obvious one, but it's a serious trap food, and it used to be a big problem for me when I was really overweight. It's granola. A simple half a cup serving. I don't know one person in my life that eats a half a cup of granola, is like 2 to 240 calories. Holy cow. Well, on average, and studies have shown this, when people eat granola, they're eating 1.5 to 2 cups of granola. Imagine pouring yourself a bowl of that calorically dense stuff. Then there was a study called the Syracuse study that found that households that left cereals on the counter or in the pantry where they were visible ended up on average weighing 20% more than those that kept the cereal boxes, the granola boxes, out of sight, out of mind. Really interesting, because it's so easy to just walk by the pantry and grab a handful. It is a legitimate trap food. All right, now we have an interesting one, popcorn. Again, all this stuff, if you're keto, yeah, a lot of this stuff you should be avoiding anyway, but popcorn, just because it's low calorie, doesn't mean that it's low carb. Okay, you're supposed to be having this as a simple treat right after dinner, right? You sit down, you watch a movie, pop down, you pop a bag of popcorn, you eat a bag yourself. Well, you look at the serving sizes, and there's usually 3 to 4 servings per container of popcorn. So that's usually looking at like 40 to 60 grams of carbohydrates in a bag of popcorn. And you're like, well, there's only 150, 200 calories in it. It's low calorie. Yeah, but it's straight up popped corn. When you heat a glucose molecule, when you heat a starch molecule rather, the glucose molecules expand and it becomes high glycemic. You are eating pure high glycemic grains and 60 grams of them after you already ate your voluptuous dinner while you're sedentary doing nothing. Also right before bed. Okay, you can see how that's a problem. Okay, I'm gonna end on these last 3 that are really easy. I just wanna touch on them. Energy bars, basically a fat pill. Okay, then we have dried fruit, more like dried diabetes. And then we have the last one, which is going to be like low-fat yogurt or smoothies or anything like that. Anything low-fat has sugar in it to fix the taste, plain and simple. You're better off to go for like a high-fat, unsweetened Greek yogurt and add a little bit of monk fruit or add a little bit of stevia to it and do it that way. All right, kept it simple, kept it easy. As always, keep it locked in here on my channel, and please, please, please do check out Thrive Market down below in the description so you can check out the snacks that I would recommend. See you soon.